Here's one more tip. One more. I probably got more than one. But when you do all your cut-in, you see I used a throwaway paintbrush, and I wasn't too concerned. I've got a little bit on the wall too, but I don't really care about that because that had the overspray of the popcorn ceiling was hanging down from that anyways. Remember, I had to scrape that off? So I don't have to break out a really super good paintbrush to do any cut-in for the ceiling. And here's another thing. When I did put that coat on there, the first coat of finish paint, I put it on with the paintbrush, and then I went back and put just a hair extra paint on that and try to make it as thick as I could without it dripping or running or anything like that. Because the idea, the thought process is, anyways, and it looks like it's going to work. So I got the first coat of paint all on the ceiling now, but around the edges I can still see where I cut in, and so the paint is thicker around the edges. And that's a good thing because I'm not going to have to cut in the ceiling again. I can just whip out my paint roller and put a second coat on, and I'll just try to keep the roller up as close as possible to the wall, you know, within an inch, inch and a half or so, 2 inches maybe, because I made that band about 3 inches, maybe even 4 inches wide. So if I get 2 inches away from the wall, I'm still going to be fine. And I won't have to cut in a second time. Yes, there's a tip for you. Man, now you might be wondering, okay, Joe, get on with it. All you got to do is one more coat and you're done. Well, not exactly. I'm going to have to find my finished paint for the walls, and luckily I was the one who painted these walls, so I have some paint for all of the perimeter walls, and I'm going to take a little bit thinner, smaller paintbrush, and I'm going to cut in the wall all the way around before I take the plastic down. And I may even have to put 2 coats on in certain places. We'll just have to see. That's another part of your project when you're doing popcorn ceilings. There's just no way around it. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.